Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here, once again. Collection update time. Oh yes, quite a sizable amount here, you know, by my standards at least. So, yeah, here we go. First of all, this little pile here, by the way. I went to Comic-Con in Glasgow the other weekend there, and they had a little retro game section, which I was really delighted to see, and suffice to say, I spent quite a bit of money. I picked up 5 games, and here they are, so yeah. Here we have Mystic Quest Legend. I believe this is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, is it not? Which was that really dumbed down JRPG Squaresoft made in attempts to appeal to Western markets. I think this is it anyway. I could be wrong, to be honest, but yeah, this was something I always wanted to try. And to be honest, I saw this and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought they didn't release this in Europe. So I was pleasantly surprised, so I thought, I might as well pick that up. And I did, and I haven't really bought a SNES game in a while, like, so that'll be really nice to have. So, yeah, cool. Right. This is a game I hear a lot about. Snowboard Kids, a Nintendo 64 snowboarding game by Atlas. Now, I think this was the game where Jack Frost originated from. Jack Frost is Atlas's mascot. I could be wrong on that, let me know, but yeah. Everywhere you go about this game, you know, folk that played it just absolutely fucking love it. More so than that, like, what is it, 1080? I don't know, Nintendo sort of snowboarding game. It's that 1080 game, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, again, this is one I've been wanting to try for a while. I believe there's a sequel too. I'll try and get around to that at some point, but yeah, either way, I'm really glad to have that. Hey. Dino Crisis 2. Really loved the first Dino Crisis, you know, just Resident Evil with dinosaurs, basically. So always wanted to try this out, and now I am, so I'm happy. Fucking residue for the stickers there though, which is fucking annoying, but what can you do, I suppose. I don't think I'm that fussed to play Dino Crisis 3. I heard that was a bit of a stinker, but I'll be sure to give this a playthrough regardless. And so yeah. Also, Alundra 2. I kind of just picked this up because, again, it was actually quite cheap, and I'm just like, oh, might as well, like. I've got the original Alundra downloaded on PSN actually, and I've not properly played it yet. But again, I just thought I'd pick this up for the hell of it. Really not much to say, I'm afraid, but yeah, I've heard good things regardless, so we'll see, I suppose. Actually, hold on. Looking at this looks like a fully 3D game. I know for a fact the original Alundra was a top-down Zelda-style thing. Huh. Interesting. Actually, with that said, let me know, can you go right onto this? Because I'm actually interested to see how it is. I mean, can I skip out on Alundra 1 and go right onto this? Holy shit, it was actually published by Activate. Anyway, yeah, Alundra 2. And lastly, a little Dreamcast game, Trick Style. I think this was a launch title actually, and I remember seeing it all the time when I was younger and thinking, and I thought all my life, you know, why have I never played this? So I just saw it and I'm like, fuck it, I'll get it and I'll finally play it. And it contains music by Curtis Mantronic. Who the fuck's that? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's a sort of extreme sports / racing game. Should be fun, so yeah. Right, that was my Comic-Con pile then, on to the normal pile. Right, now, it is September 19th today, and 2 3DS games came out. First is Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survival, Soul Hackers. You guys in America have had this for yonks. I think I've spoke about this enough to be honest, but suffice to say I'm glad to finally have a wee shot of it. It was originally a Sega Saturn game released only in Japan. This is the first time people outside Japan have been able to play it. So, really nice wee bit of Shin Megami history here. Yeah, I'll be sure to give this a go today. Also, what I'm going to start today is Harvest Moon 3D, A New Beginning. Again, you guys in America have had this for ages, and we're finally getting around to it. I've never tried much of the Harvest Moon games, you know, and I'd like this to sort of be my first one that I get into, you know, because I do like the idea of these sort of slice of life games. Speaking of slice of life, let's segue over to these. I finally picked up Rune Factory 2 and Rune Factory 3. I showed off Rune Factory 1 last time. I actually played a little bit of Rune Factory 1, by the way. Again, that seems like something I will get into. You know, and I'm assuming that they're quite similar to Harvest Moon, only these games actually have a combat with them. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but the style of Rune Factory really appeals to me more than Harvest Moon. I want to try and get into this first. And I'm really happy actually that Rune Factory 4 is finally coming to Europe. You know, that was one I was watching quite a bit. One last thing to complain about. These are obviously American boxes. That doesn't bug me anymore, but I made sure to buy these off of Rising Star Games themselves. But they're American, I don't get that, but whatever. That's cool. Speaking of which, actually, interestingly enough, Rising Star Games doesn't do fucking Harvest Moon anymore, which is quite worrying, to be honest, but oh well. Right, battery's running out, I better speed this along. Mario Kart 7, finally got round to this. Haven't played much of it. See, to be honest, I think I just like playing Mario Kart on the TV, because I'm actually really looking forward to Mario Kart 8. I think that game looks awesome, but what can you say? It's Mario Kart. Okay. Tomb Raider. Finally got around to this one. I originally had this on PC, but this was actually the game that put me in the huff with PC gaming, by the way. Because I got it around the time I was trying to upgrade my PC, and it was just a massive fucking headache, you know. My new graphics card wasn't performing the way it should have been, and I just could not play this game the way I wanted to. So I was in the huff with it, and with PC gaming. But I finally got back around to it. Gonna play it on PS3. Should be a lot of fun, because I've heard nothing but great things about it, you know. Puppeteer. This is a game I picked up solely because it got a physical release, you know? Like, I think this was just supposed to be like a downloadable title, but they decided to release it physically. Like, that's all the criteria you need from me these days in order to buy your game, you know? Just make it physical, and I'll buy it more than happily, like. But yeah, seems like a really fun little platformer, so that'll be cool. Right. And lastly, yeah, I've talked about this a lot, this is the actual English version of Hatsune Miku, Project Diva F. Finally got this. Took me long enough, but yeah. Right, that's that, guys. So yeah, see you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.